What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM21 series where we look at some of the young talent on Football Manager and we see how they get on the course of their careers. Down in the comment section, you can leave your information, how to get your players submitted, and I will go for that in a second. But first of all, don't forget drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new as well, and check out all the descriptions down below for second channels, Discord, Twitch, podcasts, and all my social media links down below as well. So to get your player submitted, all you've got to do is leave as much info as you can on the player: name, position, age, nationality, club, all that stuff. Only make 2 requests at one time to make sure that everyone else gets the request in fairly, and also make sure you check the playlist and the schedule in the description to make sure the player has not been done already or been requested. So today's player is Filip Bundgaard, a young Danish striker from Randers FC in Denmark. Now, unfortunately, his contract is 2020, so we can't actually do a deal thing. It's just a new deal. Don't think we can. 16 years old, obviously there'll be restrictions in certain leagues on the age and that kind of thing, so bear that in mind. I like him already with the finishing and the composure. I think it's fantastic. I think that's very, very good for young talent. Good, high aggression as well. So look at his weak foot and his traits. No traits on him right now. Reasonable left foot, very strong on his right foot. So fairly okay on both feet, which is good. Well, again, depends how you judge a striker, really, doesn't it? Looking at his coach report, as you can see here, quite a lot of things to read out there. I'm trying to pick out the things that are mainly relevant. Fairly consistent, good attitude, could improve a lot, and natural in a couple of positions. Is he? Yeah, actually, yeah, he is actually. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, fair enough. I'll agree with that. The rest of it is all kind of stuff that will change going forward. But one thing we can see here, though, is he's fairly susceptible to injuries. I think it's the first time we've seen that on a report for a while. 2-star, 1.5-star ability, potential 4-star, maybe even 5. So, first jump. Let's go. Right. So he's still at Randers FC. Slowly increasing on finishing composure. Not the quickest player on the planet. He's 5'9", so that obviously that's height you got to be aware of. I guess if you're playing a lone striker, I like a really tall striker. Just my personal preference. Unless the shorter strikers you've got is a complete god. But he's got good stamina though, which is good. Composure good, finishing good, technique good. So I would say you could maybe get into play shots into the corners with him. With the composure, and as far as I understood, it was composure and technique were the ones that stood out as the main attributes for that kind of thing. Injuries, I want to see this now because this is one of the things we saw at the start where he was susceptible to them. That doesn't smack to me as fairly susceptible to injuries, does it? Looking at that as a glancing view. So okay, that's one thing. That's one thing we can check on. I can cross our list a little bit. He's so far. So he got 9 goals and 1 in the first full season of this review. So no, he didn't. So yeah, I'm right. Just didn't play that year then. Then he got 10 and 2. Then he got 12 and 11. That's a pretty good strike rate for a guy who's now in his 20s. People may debate the strength of the Danish league, but still for a 16, 17, 18-year-old to bang those kind of goals in, that's pretty impressive. And look at what league you're in. To have that mentality, I think is very good. Haaland banged goals in the Austrian league he was in, I think it was, wasn't it? So, you know what I mean? And he translated over to Bundesliga quite well. He's done all right for himself, hasn't he? So, yeah. Now is a key point. Will he kick on? Let's find out. Alright, he's now 24 years old and relatively the same stats really. The only big increases that stand out straight away are decisions, flair and off the ball. The rest is pretty much the same, maybe 1 or 2 slight increases across there. He's still at Randers FC. We've got some new player traits on him here, which are tries kill balls often, plays 1-2s, and likes to stop the goalkeeper. I think what you got here is a player who can play in different areas. Now, for me personally, I will not play him on the wide right position because of the lack of pace. And the dribbling's okay, but the pace is not there. Now, that's my personal preference. I like pace in my wide areas. But that, obviously, you guys may have different different thoughts on that. So injuries again. Let's have a look. They say he was susceptible. I think he is based on this. Then again, that could be a one-off kind of, simulation. I will say, usually I reveal at this point. I reveal how many attempts we've done. This was the second attempt, and this was a better one than the first one, but not by a massive margin. And I think I would like to comment on what happened in the first run through of injuries, but I don't look at that on the first run through. But yeah, bear that in mind that it could be an issue for you. But this is only one run through that I've looked in depth in, so bear that in mind on this player. So goal record. Let's have a look how his goal return got on here. So we finished about here, didn't we? And he got 15-3, then 16-4, 11-6, 12-4. Not very good strike rate, and the stats do stand up as a player who I reckon could do a job in the Premier League or top league. Maybe not at the top level clubs because you have so many more options, but at a decent level of league, maybe he could. Now let's look at his contract information here. There's a relegation release cost of £2.2 million. So if he gets relegated, then you've got a bargain here potentially. So yeah, let's continue. Alright, so now let's move to FC Midtjylland, and again an increase in dribbling up to 16. Finishing down by 1 though. We've got some new player traits on him as well. Kill ball, plays 1-2, lob the keeper, likes to beat men repeatedly. Still, the issue with pace is still there for me personally for a wide player. But passing, technique, dribbling, long shots not high, amazingly high. Vision's good. You can play in cam. I'll be reverse to that. To be honest with you, worth £5.25 million right now. Injuries, I'll look at it again. A few more trickling in up here, but again, it's nothing that's really throwing me a warning alert here. Though that one there could be a freak injury, it can happen to anybody, I suppose. So let's have a look. So Anders 12-4, 9-5, 11-1. Then they got relegated. That looks of it. Or maybe not. Am I right? I'm not sure which is the highest league. It's got to be that one, isn't it? It's got to be that. It's got to be that one, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be that league. It's got to be. So yeah, I don't know the Danish league that well. So yeah, and then they got him. I'm guessing they paid the lease clause for him, or they changed the lease clause slightly, and he got 6-9. Then he got 4-2. So he's been in that team a bit more. He's all right, isn't he? He's a cheap alternative to the other strikers that we've seen. Though I think the last two strikers that we've done, Matthias and this guy, are good options for cheaper strikers. You want to save money on a striker. I'm not sure whether this guy's better than Matthias. I don't think he is. But then again, he's got a lot of potential on him. So then again, another save, you may get more out of him. So let's see if you can get double figures in the top Danish league after being there for a decent period of time. Right, he's now at Antwerp, which is in the Belgian league. Again, pretty much stable overall with his stats. Same player traits. Look at the injury record here. I wouldn't say he's injury prone. Then again, that can be a subjective thing. So, Midtjylland 6-9, 4-2, 11-9. 12-4, 12-14, sorry, 9-10, and then goes to Belgium £1 million, and not really done much there yet. Plus sides, cheap, good dribbling and good decent technical stats in the key areas. Mentally not bad. Got the finishing. I think get him a bit earlier on and work it a bit more. You can get more out of him. Downside to me would be lack of pace. Is a massive worry for me personally, and maybe that injury stability could be a thing in your save. Whether or not he gets rid of that later on, I don't know. But that could be a thing to be wary of. But you're not paying that much for him really. So yeah, interesting player. Thank you so much for leaving that suggestion, my friend. If you enjoyed the episode, I hope you have. Hit the like button down below and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.